Boom.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't have a good intro bit this week. You're going to have to take over the reins on this one.
All right, I bought a new fuck toy.
Oh, great. You know, maybe no intro this time. Let's try that. Let's try a good no intro podcast.
I went to my local sex shop and bought a thing to put my cock in.
Just gonna go straight into the meat of this. Oh, I shouldn't.
Speaking of meat,
phrasing. I don't wanna.
This is great. This is a perfect intro.
It's not even an anime one, is it?
You couldn't have even hoped for it. Well, it can be used in tandem with anime.
Well, anything can. It's like, I feel like you're betraying sort of our brand by going out and buying a weird normie, like one with like lips or like a puckered anus or something.
Oh no. This is the most sterile one. It's a nondescript orifice.
That's horrifying.
And it's clear.
There's something very narcissistic about that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look. You're gonna be like Patrick Bateman, just fucking flexing in the mirror.
It's actually got a mirror on the bottom, so you can see your asshole pucker.
Oh, good.
The whole time.
Yeah.
So it's, you know.
Oh yeah, no. I learned my lesson when I stood on my scale, which is semi-reflective in the nude, and I was like, yeah, I'll get a more accurate weight. Whoa, whoa. That's the whole cooch. Don't want to look at that part of me.
Cooch?
I've never did not want to accidentally for the very first time see my own cooch.
Did you immediately go buy bleach afterwards?
No, I just resigned myself to not see that again ever. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, to ignore your asshole.
Yeah,
dude, don't
ignore the butt.
That's an erogenous zone, homie. Dig in.
I'm good. No, I not got enough zones.
Oh my god.
I've been living by myself for 3 months, and it just occurred to me yesterday that I could, if I wanted to, sleep in the nude. I don't want to, but the fact that I didn't even consider it once, it never even came up, I think says a lot about my personality.
I sleep in the nude, like in the same room as people.
I mean, yeah.
It's more comfortable.
Again,
for me, that is.
It's, yeah. Again, speaks volumes.
Yes, definitely. There's
when no
you
one
can take from that what you will.
When no one's home, heat the thing up and then put it in between the couch cushions. I heard it from
like a dildo.
I heard it from
that shit.
What? No. It's for like.
Oh, you're talking about my deal. Oh, my fuck deal.
I heard it from a friend.
Okay.
That it's good.
Is this grapefruit experience?
What? No, it's just it gets held in place, you know, by itself, and then
it's fine. I am perfectly capable of holding it in place by myself.
I mean, just all right.
Buck ass in the middle of my room, thrusting.
Just in the middle of the floor. Not even against any, like not
against anything.
Standing.
I'm not watching anything.
No.
Just slamming. I'm just slamming.
Windows all open at night with the lights on.
Oh god! Go to the Austin subreddit. It's just like you would not fucking believe what I saw tonight.
It's all, every post is a picture of you from a different angle outside the window.
The mad boner.
Yeah.
Just he's a menace. Is that against the law? Can I do that?
That's probably a gray area. I'm gonna say that's a gray area.
No, it's definitely an area of some kind. It's a pink area.
This is the
Anyways,
worst.
Oh boy, before things are getting off the rails here.
I've never been more happy that no one listens to this.
Let's talk about some bullshit.
Yeah, we watched more bullshit. How much more bullshit? Because we have to remember, if we forget about Jushki Pandora, which is the first show that we've skipped, we're cursed forever. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have to watch 6 things next time. But
oh shit.
Anyways, yeah, this is part 4 though. Spring 2018.
Did I just delete something from our?
Coming at you.
Okay. Sorry.
What did you?
Yeah. This is part 3. I accidentally deleted a line, but I replaced it.
Oh, okay. I thought you deleted something from the drive. I was like, oh, I don't have all those. Careful.
I seem to have deleted our entire Google Drive. And all of our backlog of episodes? Oh no.
I mean, I have.
Anyways, yeah. So there's three weebs.
Oh, you're still on saying the name out loud, huh?
He's with us in
on
spirit.
That game. No, he's not. The first thing we watched is Caligula.
Oh my god.
Which sounds like a body part because I'm not familiar with mythology. I don't know. That's some kind of. I looked it up. What is that, Greek? What is?
I know that there's titties in that movie.
Caligula is Caligula is a Roman emperor. AD 37 to 41. They really didn't last long back then. Solid 4 years.
It's a Malcolm McDowell film, and they shot the entire film and decided that it wasn't sex enough because it was like produced specifically for Penthouse.
So it's Penthouse's Caligula.
So they just interjected unsimulated sex scenes into the film.
Unsimulated. Wait.
Yeah, like they've got it's porn. They just put porn into the movie. Like they just like between scenes.
Because I'm looking at screenshots and then like, yeah, this looks like porn.
Oh yeah, it was made by Penthouse to be porn. They accidentally made too much of a movie, and then they added porn to it.
Weird.
It's one of those things that's kind of lost to time.
You'd think if they wanted porn in the movie, they would have specified that like before they started. Man, this is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, dude, it's a feature film. Like that's the thing. It's not just like a beaver pick. You know what I mean? Like,
but it has a beaver pick contained within it.
Yes, they injected. They
injected they gave it a hot beef injection.
Beaver load.
Yeah,
hot beaver load. And into the film. But anyways, this is a different Caligula, a far more concerning, alarming Caligula.
Yeah, no, this one's much more morally objectionable. But it's this is an adaptation of a Vita game called The Caligula Effect, being produced by Satellite, who've done the likes of Symphogear and Log Horizon and tons of shit. It's about there's a boy and he's in high school, and he's upset he doesn't have a GF. All the boys these days, they want the computer GF. And the one everyone wants in this world, her name is Mew, and she's a virtual idol. Ooh. And our boy here is like a wannabe psychiatrist, and he
philosopher
reads
more so even because like
it's in that
it bridges into philosophy.
Yes. So he reads.
Too deep for you.
He reads books on the train, and a girl he knows asks him about it, and he explains it to her, and she thinks it's boring, and I'm with her.
This shit's whack as fuck.
A lot of this show seems to be about dumping on psychoanalysts, and I'm 100% into that part of it. He's doing all this amateur like Freudian analysis of his friends, and they're just like, nah, man, no, you got it wrong. I'm just like, hell yeah.
A little bit self-obsessed to dig that deep into the human psyche and think you know everything.
Perhaps. Yeah. But yeah, he's just sort of hanging out at school with his friends. They're going to get ramen, and they introduce there's like a blog reviewer girl who doesn't really get much screen time, but I like.
I like the idea of that. That's an interesting concept of like a social influencer as a character who can kind of make shit happen. But that's kind of it's like developing upon ideas or like expanding upon ideas of like in Durarara, where like you can have somebody influence people via social media. But that shit did it way earlier and way better.
Yeah, I think it's
a shame that they made the best social media piece of the best piece of media about social media in like 2010, and nothing will ever come close to it ever again.
I can't argue. I haven't seen Durarara, but I feel like there's got to be. I mean, people kind of liked, what the fuck is it called? They transform into the,
Oh, God, Gatchaman.
Yes, Gatchaman crowds.
Not even in the same, doing a completely different thing.
Oh, you watched that.
Yeah, no, it does a completely different thing to do Rah-Rah-Rah.
Oh, okay. But it is about social media.
And it's entertaining in its own way, but Gatchaman gets down to the nitty-gritty in a way, and it covers a broader spectrum of how people engage with social media than Gatchaman. But Gatchaman pretty good.
I think Occultic 9 was trying to do that too, but I didn't watch any of that because it didn't seem great.
This is a different show entirely than that.
Oh yeah. So Yeah, our boy is just a real stick in the mud. He's just bringing everyone down with his bullshit. And then we get a sudden cut to a girl who has like a skinny ass mom, and that's our introduction to her. She's sitting across the table from a skinny ass ghost mom, and then she sees a real ghost, or quote unquote real, but like a literal ghost. And then we cut back to our guy who's sitting in his room just kind of thinking about the ramen that he ate, and then he starts tripping out while thinking about the ramen and hearing things. And then they cut back to the girl, and now her mom's hot, and that's crazy. And then the show, as if that's not the weird part of the show. Then it starts to get they're like in the schoolyard. Yeah. And he's trying to convince his friends, like, hey, there's something weird in this Muse song I was listening to. And then suddenly, it's actually a cool moment. Suddenly everyone around, like, synchronizes and, like, turns suddenly. Like, they're all...
That's basically one of the only aspects I like.
Like a hive mind thing?
Yeah.
Which, like, I was like, oh, shit, something's about to go down. And then it just got really confusing. Like, two dudes start fighting for no reason.
This is where I'm like, did I have a brain aneurysm while watching this? This is impossible to follow at a certain point, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, no, it's this scene starts out really cool, and then it's total nonsense. And it's like, wait, what was even going on?
But this is like the rest of the show for me. Like, the rest of the show.
Kind of, yeah.
It's really hard to parse, and I don't know what the fuck is this supposed to be kind of dreamlike, and like it has dream logic going on where you just shift around between locations, and it's kind of unclear as to exactly how these things fit together.
Right.
Like it's if it's going for that, it's very effective, but I don't like it.
Yeah, because it's really hard to tell if it's on purpose. It's like
it's doing it like Twin Peaks will do that, but way better.
Right. I bet. But maybe it'll. They could follow through on. They could make good on and actually explain what the fuck's going on in a satisfying way. I don't really trust it to do that, but it's possible, I guess.
It's just a bit hard to stomach as is right now in the first episode. Like, I could see it paying off in a meaningful way, but I was not on board by any means.
Yeah, I mean, I like how. Like, you don't, that all that stuff happens, and you're not sure because he acts like it's normal. He doesn't act like, whoa, what happened to everyone? Why are these guys fighting? He starts shouting down to them like, oh, those guys are at it again. And that's what confused me, because it's like, wait,
that's the dream logic.
How much about this does he know? Like, what's going on? But I like how he's explaining stuff to like the guy he gets books from, and it just sounds like he has schizophrenia, because he's like, everyone I know just started acting different, and and that's kind of cool, cause, in a way. And then he's in a school assembly.
Oh Jesus!
And like a guy comes out and he gives a speech, then he walks away, and then he comes out again.
What the fuck?
And he acts, and then our character acts really confused when he walks out the second time. And then this is, I was just, if that last part was confusing, I was just like, what in the actual fuck now?
This completely fucked up my day.
The speaker summons a halo of speakers, like subwoofers, in the air, along with everyone's favorite virtual idol, Mew. And then everyone turns into monsters and starts eating each other. Yeah. And then a guy has a really big gun.
This fucked up my day. I woke up and this was the first thing I watched, and it made me concerned that I was losing my mind.
I mean, that's kind of. That's if that's what they were going for, that's pretty good.
I mean, yeah. It's a little. It is effective, but at the same time, I don't enjoy watching it at all. And also, the monsters are stupid as fuck.
Yeah, it's interesting, but it's just not. It's like
I don't think it can. It can't keep up the ruse. It can't go forever. There's no way that they would be able to pull it off for 12 episodes or 13 episodes.
Yeah, I figure there's a chance they explain it all at once and it gets really boring, or they don't explain it well enough to make it satisfying. It'll
just be frustrating.
Yeah, well, it'll just be like, what? These rules don't make any sense. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of the concepts are kind of interesting, but it's just so wacky.
It's a unique thing. It's a unique case. I can't think of an anime I've seen quite like this. I fucking hated watching it.
Definitive.
It made me miserable. It made me miserable watching it. It didn't seem clever. It just seemed really, really unclear. Mm-hmm. And it feels like we're. Oh fuck! I don't even. I was gonna say it feels like we're dropped into something, but that's not even entirely true. Because like this, just all this stuff is so out of left field. No, thank you.
I might watch one more episode of this.
Tell me. Let me know if it seems intentional or as intentional as you would want. Also, there's on top of the general. One of the things that gives me pause is that there's like randomly interjected scenes of static and cutting to images, which I think is really cheap, and kind of shows a lack of taste on the part of the creators. I think that's a poor gimmick, really.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of played out.
Does that happen to other places besides just the hallucination? Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
There's a couple of them.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of in the opening, which I think plays at the end, which is pretty well produced. There's good stuff going on in that visually. But there's a lot of pill imagery, so it's probably just some sort of hallucination thing happening, or some kind of drug that they put the chemicals in the water to you know.
Yeah, like fluoride.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they put
there's
fluoride
poison in the
pills.
water, Declan.
Cancer in the water. All right.
I saw a sticker today on a stop sign that was for InfoWars, and it was warning about fluoride.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't that actually if it's below the word stop, then they're trying to stop InfoWars. So you got to be careful.
Oh shit, that is really fucking meta.
Or if it's on top, then it's like even more forceful because it's like InfoWars stop. So if you put it on a stop sign, it's kind of the opposite.
But what if it was stop fluoride? Because the point is kind of reinforced.
Well, yeah. I mean, that would definitely be an anti-fluoride message.
Yeah. So it's really they should have, like this show, made their intentions more clear.
What did they mean by this? I mean, you don't see a lot of pro-fluoride messagery around, So
you know who gives pro-fluoride messagery?
Besides your dentist, yeah.
My fucking dentist, goddammit.
Even my dentist is like, you want fluoride? I'm just like, no. Like, all right.
I've been told I need fluoride because I'm about to get some more fillings.
That could be true. Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's enamel or whatever bullshit.
Yeah, my dentist is just, or my dental hygienist is like, you don't still do fluoride, do you? I'm just like, no, I'm a big boy. Don't need that.
Was he questioning? He's like, he sounds like he's trying to bully you. Like, you still do fluoride, baby boy? Show me your dick, baby boy.
That's right.
You show me your little baby penis.
Oh, you tooth hurts?
You would be a bigger dick if you didn't use fluoride.
Oh, my gums are bleeding. Yeah. Fucking dick ass dental hygienist.
I got the worst dentist ever, man. I'm fucking. I've been told really harrowing tales by my dentists, man. Like they got fucking loose lips. Those
you got
people.
A storytelling dentist? That's cool.
Yeah, no, he's pretty. It was actually the tech, the dental technician who was just yapping away, and she had some really fucking good stuff about like how couples will give each other bacteria that will fucking cause cavities. And like this dude, there was like this fucking teenage couple. They had a kid or whatever, fucking, dumb kids. And the fella in the relationship was very proud of his dental health, and he was just aghast at the fact that he had cavities. He was like, "I do such an amazing job," and his fucking girlfriend's got grody ass teeth.
Oh no!
And that was kind of. It caused some trouble between the people in the relationship, which I thought I would be upset as well if I was getting mouth germs.
Yeah, couples, they get the same like what's it called? Biosphere. Biosphere. I don't know what's the they get the bacteria in their guts starts to get more similar.
Yeah, it's like when you get the shit enema so that you can get better stomach stuff.
Yeah. That's why we got to live in Demolition Man world. No more fluid transfer. All VR now.
All VR, baby. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, we only got a couple shorts. Want to do a short?
Yeah.
Break it up after one show. This is actually technically we got 2 shorts, but it doesn't matter. This is a 12-minute show based on a manga being done by Madhouse, the one and only.
It's a madhouse.
It is a madhouse. Wakaokami wa Shougakusei, which I believe means the young mistress is an elementary schooler. Crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is my word processor wants to autocorrect schooler to schooner. I don't know what that means.
I can explain this one if you'd like.
Please go ahead.
This is a show about a girl. She a girl. She in middle school. She a little girl.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is the time on the screen?
Why is the time on the screen, Declan?
Why is the time on the screen?
What is it? Because it's a Japanese TV?
Why is the time on the screen?
Why?
Why?
I don't know either. I have no explanation for you. Stop.
Why is the time on the screen?
Because it's her life is being wasted away inside this place.
7:15.
Oh God.
7:16 now. It bothered me. I didn't like it.
Yeah, no, I was also kind of annoyed by it. But is it because like you gotta have it on the terror bee for little kids who gotta go to school or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Could be
but anyways,
that early? I guess could be.
So this is about a 6th grade elementary school kid. Her parents fucking buy it, and then she moves in with her grandmother at this onsen or like this it's like an inn that she runs.
Yeah.
And her Jima is like, oh, actually, so she meets this ghost kid, and he's all like, "Yo, your grandma's got secrets," and she's like, "There's no way my grandma's got secrets." And then her grandma's like, "I want you to take over the inn for me."
Well, her grandma doesn't say that. He tells her that. The ghost tells her.
Yeah.
Keeps it a secret.
Gonna have you take over the inn, and she's like, "I can't possibly do that." And then by the end of the episode, she decides that she can do that.
I don't think she does, but I think everyone, because she brings it up even though grandma hasn't brought it up. And since she brings it up, everyone assumes that she wants to do it.
Oh, okay.
So everyone's like, they're all very nice there, but they're all crying, losing their minds, like, "Oh, she's gonna do it." She kind of gets pressured into it by this probably racist ghost. This sort of Huckleberry Finn-esque buck-toothed brown boy floating in the air. Not a fan of the ghost. Every character pretty pleasant. The ghost kind of annoying. Not big on the ghosts here.
I'm sure he'll be fine as the series progresses. I like how he tries to peep on her. That's good.
A little, subtle peepage.
A little peep action.
Yeah, he's probably like 100 or more years old, so like,
Yeah, you're kind of frozen in the age you become a ghost at, right? Like
I don't know.
He's probably got a little fucking kid boner for her.
100-year-old kid boner.
Anyways,
I don't think shorts are supposed to be sad. It's not. I don't. It's all sad because her parents are dead, and then this silly, wacky, annoying ghost pops out.
It's a little cheap. It's a little cheap.
A little bit.
She got dead parents, and that's sad. And then there's not like really a ton of goofs, and it's. I don't know if it's really got a ton going on for me personally. It's not bad, but I wasn't engrossed. What was this? What was the length of this?
12 minutes.
Oh my God! Fuck no! Fuck no!
Not worth the 12.
Yeah, no. We watched one that was like 3 minutes, and one that was 12 minutes. I'm like, fuck.
Oh yeah, no,
chance.
this felt like ages compared to that.
Yeah, this is dry and not interesting to me at all. No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
It don't got the loot. If it had the laughs, if the ghost boy was just he was a bunch of yucks, like a barrel of monkeys, I'd be hooting and hollering. I'd be so over it. But nope.
I like her voice actress.
Just boring. Yeah, she does have a very actually childlike voice, which is nice.
Yeah,
I'm sure she's done by an old lady, but she sounds like a little girl.
She's probably like 17.
Yeah.
Wait, want to take bets?
Yeah. I'll take under.
Under 17.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I got it. Played by Ms. Oriko Oko Seki. Born 2004. Yep, you got it.
Oh, fuck yeah!
You win.
Haha.
Nice.
Wow. All right, those 2004 kids getting work.
This is her first role besides Space Dandy Season 2.
Yeah, she's pretty good in this.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Her voice cracks at one point. It's very good.
The industry's going to chew her up and spit her the fuck out.
It's Japan. They do fine.
She going to get fucking
cummed on. Why you got to do this? They don't do that.
No.
It's not Hollywood.
That's where they do it everywhere, man.
No,
Anywhere the people are in power, they'll exploit it.
It's really not. I don't think that's how it works.
Benevolent Japanese. It only goes so far.
The
shit rises to the top of toilet bowl, Declan.
Speaking of shit.
Oh, boy.
We got it's time for spring 2018 to finally begin for real, because it's time for Chink Shit Hour.
Woohoo! Big Firebird!
Big Firebird Cultural Media Co. Ltd.
Woohoo! A Big Firebird Cultural Media Co. Ltd. joint.
Yes. Shiyan Pin Jiating.
Oh, gosh.
Shiyan Pin Jiating.
Oh, their words don't make any sense. What's wrong with them?
What's going on with these Chinamen? This is a manga adaptation. I don't even know if it says manga, but I don't think I don't think my anime list
Changa?
Is it. I don't know if my anime list is equipped to deal with, because on Anime News Network they still have all the staff listed under Japanese staff, which is I don't think anyone on this team is Japanese.
It's like having a marine biologist try to define a bird.
Right? Yeah,
it's just not the same field.
It's not what goes above the water. What?
It's like it swims in the air. These are moving images, but it's not quite the ones I know.
So some kind of comic like book being adapted by Chinese people. I'm sorry, the folks at Big Firebird Cultural Media. It's a very good name. I'm not,
Cultural Media next to each other just screams communist.
Oh yeah, no, it's the most Chinese shit ever. But you're expecting more the Chinese shows we've seen in the past. Not the highest quality, not the greatest reputation for us. But then the OP starts and it's pretty nice. It looks good, and it's about this scientist kid, and he has a dog who is actually a man, who I guess is his brother. And there's a lady who's a spider and another lady who's a flower, and they all live in this house together. And they have some really quick exposition where they're all just the results of their parents' experiments, who are now in fucking prison again. It's pretty Chinese, just uncaring, soulless parents who are just.
I'm amazed they have daughters this age.
Oh, brutal. You see, but like I said, this show looks good. It's high def. There's a lot of detail.
This is definitely one of the better looking. This is probably the best looking Chinese show we've seen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Good. Not just visually, but in terms of animation, there are still you can still tell if you've seen a lot of anime. You can just barely tell something's a little bit different. Not bad, but just something's a little off. There's a couple of.
It's in the face.
There's a couple of odd zoom ins and holds that you wouldn't see normally, and. Yeah, but mostly it just looks pretty nice. They put the effort where it matters most in the food. Some nice looking food in this first episode here. Yeah. But they have to go out to eat because Spider Lady destroys the home cooked meal hunting a cockroach. So they go out and to this place. They order food, and the goddamn fucking dog guy just destroys everything. And then the Spider Lady doesn't know how to eat. So they're all being loud and smelly, and everyone in the restaurant's annoyed with them. And that's when I realized this show's only 15 minutes long, so also probably technically a short. And the little boy gets them all to act in line, act like a civilized family. I don't know how none of them have ever used utensils before. They're like adults, but whatever. But yeah, that's it. I guess it's not that bad, but it's not great. I don't know. There's not much to say about it.
I want to fuck the spider.
Yeah.
The girls are pretty good.
I like the plant girl.
I like the plant girl a lot too.
The plant girl is voiced by Hayami. So I
really want to fuck the spider. That's the one that gets me because she's a freak. She's a freak for sure. But anyways, plant girl. There's a scene where she blossoms and it's really cute.
Oh right, there's another one who's a book girl. What does she do?
She doesn't really do much. She's a not a telepath, but she's a telepath. That's right.
Oh, did I just not pick up on that?
Yeah, she can read minds.
Oh, okay.
Which is a pretty diverse group. It's kind of strange that two of them are three of them are like animals or creatures or plant life mixed with humans, and one of them's just a telepath.
Well, she's a human mixed with a supernatural being of some kind of alien or super dimensional origin. Clearly,
I like the dog one.
I don't like him jumping up on the table. It's kind of annoying.
The scene where Spider-Girl destroys the beautiful feast that Homeboy made was really infuriating. It was really, really infuriating.
Yeah, no, I mean they're supposed to be a dysfunctional family just trying to get by. Yeah. But I like how fast she is with her spider thing. She's just tapping on the table, just it's okay. And Plant Girl's so nice. Just a nice lady.
It's not bad.
It's
just not remarkable. Also.
Yeah.
Rides that line of mediocrity, which is definitely an improvement from China.
Oh yeah,
it only took them like 5 years.
I mean, this is definitely competes with most of the stuff. It's better than a lot of stuff we've seen this season.
Certainly, even. It's not a hard no,
right?
Which is a fucking staggering accomplishment
for spring 2018. Yeah, that's all you need.
You have enough of those fuckers, they'll be able to put something up that's decent. There's fucking 2 billion of them. Like, goddamn, I hope so.
Yeah, if 1.3 billion can do this, just imagine. Yeah. Just imagine.
Oh my god. Soon they're going to be like sprouting wings and flying and shit.
Still zero from India, though. Man, if India could make anime, imagine Bollywood directing, but without the weird uncanny valley of their actors. And the weird, the being hoisted on fucking... The weird flipping through the air on the...
If that's not in my Bollywood, I don't want to be a part of it.
But if it's animated but it's also that crazy, I think they would really have something.
They got songs and shit, I can get down with
song. I mean, it's hard to animate songs, but they could figure something out.
I beg to differ.
Okay, Mr. Expert on drawing 9 people at once doing simultaneous movement.
Let me tell you about the wonderful world of computer-generated images.
Oh, no.
Because India be on that CGI game.
Oh, well, at least as long as the action scenes are animated. I don't care about the songs.
I doubt it.
Well, then fuck it. No anime from India. You're not allowed. I've just banned it.
Well, that's that one.
Yeah. Next up is Golden Kamuy.
I got it.
Kamuy. This is a manga being adapted by Geno Studio. Geno Studio, who did Kokoku last season. Take it away.
All right. So it's the Russo-Japanese War. You might have heard of it, fuckers.
Hell yeah.
There's this dude. He's the immortal Sugimoto.
Hell yeah.
He's a soldier, and he's super good. He's super fearless, and he storms a Russian line and gets shot to fuck, and it don't kill him none. Mm-hmm. He's able to keep going after.
And he just kind of beats everyone with his gun.
Yeah, he kills a bunch of fuckers. And then we time skipped post-war, and he's like panning for gold in like the wilderness somewhere with this drunk guy
in Hokkaido.
And it's Hokkaido. Okay,
as we can tell later.
And so yeah, he's panning, and this dude's like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you a story about these prisoners that were that had this treasure map tattooed on them by this legendary criminal, and all the prisoners managed to escape into the woods, and the story ends there, right?
Yes. There was a man who killed a bunch of Ainu and stole all their gold. Ainu are the native population of Japan, very similar to Native Americans in sort of the aesthetic, this dress style,
Yeah, but with more purple.
A lot more purple. It's awesome.
And so yeah, he's been told the story about this map, and then the dude who was telling the story turns on him, tries to murk him, and then runs off in the woods, I believe.
He says, "I've told you too much."
I've told you too much.
Tries to shoot him, but obviously being much younger, the guy the sneak on him. I don't.
And gets drop on.
There you go.
And I'm trying to remember where we go from here. Hold on.
Then he wanders into the woods looking for the old man.
Yes, and he finds him.
Finds
right?
him buried in a pile of snow and goes, "Whoa, what are you doing here? I'll get you out." And then he's dead, and his stomach has been eaten.
Yes, he sees a little baby bear up in a tree. He's like, "Oh fuck, there's gotta be a mama bear around here." And sure enough, there is a mama bear, and she is fucking looks like shit. She just looks like complete shit.
Yeah, much like, did you see The Revenant? I heard there was a bad CG bear in that. Or it was...
There is a bad CG
is it
bear.
Bad,
this
or is it
way...
Okay, so it is bad.
This is way funnier.
Oh, this is a pretty nasty... It's a pretty nasty looking bear. It's hard to do fur.
This is CGI monstrosity.
It's hard to do CGI fur, you know?
So, yeah. And then this girl shows up, and so he runs from the bear. This girl shows up, or no, he doesn't run from the bear. He goes to shoot the bear.
I think we forgot to mention that when he finds the dead old man, he discovers he doesn't believe the story at first because it sounds ridiculous, obviously. But then he sees that the old man has a tattoo, much like the one he described in his story. So then he starts to believe it.
Yes. So he believes it.
Yes.
And then the bear comes at him, and this little girl shows up out of nowhere and takes the bear down with a poison arrow. Mm-hmm. They have a fire and discuss what to do with the body, because she's like, there's no way you'll be able to make it to the nearest town with that body because there's still a bear out there.
Yeah, the bear isn't. There's a even bigger, angrier bear that isn't the bear that ate the old guy.
Yep, and in a very, very hilarious scene, the bear shows up while the man's tending to the fire. He just pops up out of nowhere, not moving.
Like the camera turns and the bear's just sitting there like, yo, you know.
It is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, check this out, and he destroys his campfire, and yeah.
So there's a sequence where they scramble to fight the bear, and homeboy jumps up underneath the bear's stomach and clings to him, and then stabs him, which is apparently like a technique that the Ainu use to take down bears.
The little girl is an Ainu, if we haven't mentioned.
Yeah, no, she's an Ainu. She's got a pelt on and shit, and big old boots.
Yeah,
and then her she gets on the bear, and then this fucking her wolf friend shows up and helps him take it down. But whatever, they kill the bear, and she gives him the gallbladder of the bear because apparently you can dry it and sell it for a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And then they discuss that he wants the gold because he basically explains the story to her. And he wants the gold, and she wants revenge because her father was killed. He was one of the Ainu that was killed.
For the gold, yeah.
For the gold. And they agreed to a partnership to go basically find all of the prisoners and get the treasure.
Yeah. So, so I guess they're just going to kill all these former inmates. Some of them, at least one of them is going to end up being a reformed convict, right? And they're just going to be like, well, sorry, buddy, you got no back no more. Got no more skin.
I bet they're all have some sort of story. I mean, obviously, you're going to learn their story throughout the course of the show. Like, probably you'll meet them, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I've lived this life after," or like somebody's been awful, somebody's been chill. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he turned out he's like a pacifist now, or some shit, and they just have to execute him or whatever. You know how it goes.
I don't think they're just going to execute a nice guy.
Why don't they just?
There's going to be a nice guy who's going to sacrifice himself, or something like that.
What they could do is just draw the pieces of the map on like a piece of paper or something.
It'd be more complicated, but yeah, they could do that. Yeah, one of the things they discover is that because the guy, when he tattooed the prisoners, he told them like, all these tattoos put together will form a map or a clue or the secret, the code to get the treasure.
Give you the secret of One Piece.
But yeah, no, it turns out that he never intended to actually split it with them because in order to assemble the code, you have to take the dude's skins off. So at the end of this episode, our dude just very easily skins this old man and just kind of
pretty horrific image.
Just kind of holds his skin, and it's just very easy. I don't think skinning's actually that easy, but he just does it real quick.
People are pretty good at it. I don't know about human skinning, but that shit's gross.
Yep.
This show isn't actually that bad. It's just the bear was pretty embarrassing.
Oh well, yeah, sure, but I Yeah, I like it. The art is definitely lackluster compared to the manga. If you look it up, it's very good art. But
I like the concept.
Yeah, the concept is cool. I really like the girl. I don't even really know why. She's just kind of serious, but she's like a cool serious, and I just love the way she looks. She's got the big old boots and the bow and arrow and the headband, and I just think she looks rad as fuck.
That's a cool team, because she the thing is that she's not. You're right. She's not overly serious, but at the same time, she is a character in her own right, and like has her own, skill set that she brings, and isn't like OP as fuck or anything.
Right. She
just can hold her own. She can handle herself, which is nice. And I think they're gonna have a cool relationship from that. You know what I mean? That it's not, he doesn't have to like look after her or any shit, but at the same time, she's not an adult.
Yeah, I can't wait. I hope she has a moe side. I can't wait to break that shell open.
This show doesn't seem like the kind that would have that, but maybe the first episode is just over serious because
there'll be a moment of levity where she blushes at something.
They go to an onsen or something.
There you go.
And then and he's like, they accidentally go to the same bath.
And it's like a really old timey onsen because it's a long time ago, so it's mixed gender, and you just kind of fucking.
Yep.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if the older ones are. I think that's how it worked. Maybe not.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's not bad. Just the bear. The bear is a little. The whole show's a little bit ugly, but the bear in particular is bad.
Yeah, definitely. I hope there's no more bears. Oh, and also a wolf shows up at some point. Safe. There was a wolf protecting her. Although the wolf doesn't really do much. Our dude, she kills the first bear. Our dude kills the second one.
That's pretty rad. That's actually pretty cool. Game recognized game, I'm sure. It's like we both took down bears.
Yeah, 2 bears in one day. It's pretty fucking. It's a good day.
Sell that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Okay. Let's do our last short for now, real quick, because this is a 3.5 minute short. Fumikiri Jikan. Yes, you watched. Oh, I also watched this. I need to mark myself as having watched this. There we go.
Can I cover this?
Well, this is a manga adaptation by Ekachi Epilka.
What?
Which is brand new. Who's just done this. It's 3 minutes, 30 seconds long. Go right ahead.
So this is these 2 girls, and they're waiting at a railroad crossing, and they're like, "Oh man, we're wasting our life here at this." Or one of them's like, "We're wasting our lives here at this railroad crossing. This is the heart of our youth." And then they decide to do something that's youthful and impulsive because they can't waste their time, and they decide that they're going to yell the person they like when the train crosses, so nobody can hear them. And one of them's like, "Oh man, wonder if this would become some kind of cool new trend for hip youngsters to do." And or the other one's like, "Well, what if it's just something that people recognize as crazy?"
Okay, do we don't need every line of the episode? I know it's a short episode.
Train crosses. Homegirl. They both yell the person they like, and one of them yelled the other girl's name, and they're like, "Oh my god, girls can't love girls."
She does say almost literally that at one point. Yes.
And they're like, "Well, is this going to change our friendship?" I don't remember what happens after that.
Then she seriously confesses to her, which it got pretty serious. Although she doesn't take it very seriously. I mean, she knows that it's real, but she's just kind of like, I don't know. That's kind of, not sure about that. But it got serious pretty fast. It was, I would have just quickly summarized this as it's train-themed Yuri Manzai.
This is going to be, I'm reading this description now on the internet, and it says that it's a series of conversations young women have while waiting at railroad crossings.
Oh, right. So it's going to be a different couple each episode, probably. Or maybe it'll be like Zure Children, where we kind of come back to one couple every once in a while. Or maybe it'll be a really different couple every time. It's fucking, it's like light comedy. I guess I wonder if it's all going to be Yuri. I don't know.
It's not like candy. It's like a rice cake. It's like lightly flavorful, but ultimately not as filling as a full meal. So it's like a decent short.
Just like Yuri, compared to the real thing.
This is the lightest. This is not even a rice cake at that point. Then this is
the lightest love.
Yeah, this is like a single, not even a single strawberry, a single like slice of honeydew. You know, it's lightly sweet. It's not a full meal because it's a short. You can just get a little taste of the sweetness, and that's all you need, baby.
Yep. Still more romantic development than most anime, so you know it's got that going for it.
Well, it's got to be loaded. It's 3 minutes, and you're supposed to leave an impression. You know.
Yeah, I guess. And you don't have to follow through because it's just like one episode and you're done.
Not bad.
Yeah, you know what? It's really not that bad. Okay. Finally. Oh, Christ. Finally, we get to the moment this whole episode's been building up to. The last show, Rokuhoudou, Yotsuiro, Biyori.
Woohoo!
Biyori, oh no. It's another manga by Zexis, Akunohana, Say I Love You, Cuticle Detective Inaba, the classics.
Wow.
This is about cooking men. One of them sees ghosts at one point. I don't know what that was about, but it's about a bunch of men who manage a restaurant. But like, what kind of restaurant is this even? It's like a cafe, sort of, but
I would say it's definitely a cafe.
it's like a lunch. It's like a fancy lunch place with coffee and stuff.
That's what a cafe is a fancy lunch place.
Yeah, but not like a diner kind of cafe, like an upscale cafe, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of wood.
A cafe is a broad term.
I guess. Yeah.
This is a kind of traditional Japanese style building. You know, like it's a rustic interior.
Walk through
kind of
things
feel.
to get in. You know, it's
It's quaint.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, these character designs, I'm gonna need so many adjectives to describe because I don't know. Okay, so this is obviously a show aimed at the women's. It's fujoshi-ish. These men are very, very tall, and just very square or like fatherly, like meaty. Help me out here.
I think there's a decent assortment of boys, if I'm being real.
They're all so thick.
Yeah,
they got huge necks, but they're not muscular. They're just big.
Yeah, they're guys you want to cuddle up next to. You want to be the little spoon to their big spoon.
Well, at one point, talk about tropes. At one point, the waiter picks a cherry blossom out of her hair, and his hand compared to the size of her head is just he could palm her fucking skull. His hands are huge.
Yeah,
they're not skinny. They're like just big meaty claws.
Even like the littlest boy is actually kind of big now that I look at it. Like he's pretty well defined. If you look at him cooking and shit, he's still pretty big.
Yeah, but not like not muscular. Like they look a little not pudgy either, but just big cylinders comprise
they're
all
men. They're men.
Limbs.
Damn it, they're men.
They're just huge men.
Yeah, they got really defined collarbones. And like their necks are pretty like you said, they're large, but they're also defined.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not super angular. They're just.
Yeah. They're big boys.
And they just sort of alternate a lot between being very very, cool and suave and kind of level-headed. To being very cute in the kitchen, they're interacting. They go, "Oh, you made the thing."
Yeah,
and
when they're with the boys, the goofiness comes out. But when they're on the job, it's all business.
Right.
Yeah. It's a part of the aesthetic of the joint. It's like when she incorrectly assumes when she first comes in that this place is only popular because it's got cute boys, and the food's good as well. But that's definitely part of the appeal of the place is that it's a reprieve from your daily life, as they explain later on. It's like it's like a snack
in a very long conversation later on.
Yes, explaining the entire idea of the show,
explaining the whole philosophy of the cafe.
Which I bought it. I bought it for sure. It's like why it's about the whole experience.
I get it,
it's not
but
about
boy,
just the
there's like a
delicious
whole
food.
5-6 minute conversation just about.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been condensed a little bit. I'm just saying I get it.
Oh no, I'm sure. I'm sure they have good intentions at their cafe.
Yeah, you got cute boys. You got delicious looking food. It's nice and slow. Kind of It's not boring. I wouldn't say it's boring.
The last third I thought was pretty boring, just because it's them talking.
I like the sequence where Homeboy went out to go fetch rice and got caught up with something. Yeah, that's such a nice guy.
So we're getting ahead of ourselves. So yeah, a girl comes into this cafe early, one day, and she orders a latte, and she seems very, very surprised that they put latte art. I don't know why. She's shocked by it, but it's good. It's a good latte. And then one of the guys goes out, to get rice, and he's bringing it back, and apparently you can just kind of pick up random kids and put them on your shoulder when you're handsome and a huge guy. So he sees this complaining kid and just picks him up and walks him home with his mom. So that's the part where he's being all oh yeah, don't worry about it, ma'am. And then he gets back, and it's back to being cute because everyone makes fun of him because he doesn't know what a Sakura mochi or something is. And then our girl's still hanging out, and she's gotten hungry, even though she's supposed to be working. So she orders some food, and that's the other thing. This place looks expensive. It just looks.
Oh yeah, my expensive radar was going off.
Oh yeah, small portions. There's plating involved. It looks meticulous.
Having lived in a city, I'm this is easily a $20 meal.
Ooh, yeah.
This is and it's like rice and some fish, and I'm oh fuck.
Yeah,
she has a side plate as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's $25.
2 cups of tea.
And imagine she already had the tea to begin with, right? So the tea that's $3.50 for some tea, maybe $3 if it's particularly, if you're gonna be generous with it. And then your plate, your entree, that's probably $10. And then your side dish, that's at least another $5 or $7.
That's ridiculous.
And the broth is probably coming with the entree.
I could cover my face in charcoal and go get a free coffee from Starbucks right now. Why the fuck would I?
Oh my god!
Why the fuck would I go to this place? It's ridiculous.
Because it's a treat for you. It's a snack for your soul or whatever.
It does look pretty comfy. Yeah, no, that'd be a fun thing to do if we go to Japan. Just hang out in a cafe an entire day, just keep ordering stuff and playing Sudoku.
Oishii!
Yeah, just keep saying it like that.
Yeah.
I need to figure out the one thing I'm banking on. If I end up going to Japan, is I just want to apologize a lot. So I want to just keep. I'm hoping that people will find it funny if I just keep saying oh sumimasen bakagaijin desu, and I just keep calling myself a bakagaijin. And I need to figure out if that's a funny thing that they'll laugh at, or if it'll creep everyone out a whole lot and make everyone extremely uncomfortable.
If I've got you. If you take enough Xanax on the trip.
Oh yeah, let me just
it won't matter.
A lot of
it won't.
Just bring a lot of pills. Matter. A lot of illicit pills on an international flight, you moron.
Yeah, to Japan of all places.
It's a great idea.
Well, if you're hopped up enough, it don't matter if they think it's funny or not, because it'll be funny to you.
And I should just really annoy everyone. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it worked out great for Logan Paul.
Yeah. I really just want to intensify that image of us, and just make everyone really unhappy with me. I just really want to fuck everyone's day up while I'm over there.
Westerners, you want to reinforce podcasters.
Everything
raise a stink in Japan. That's supposed to be a news story. I didn't really have anywhere to go from it.
Yeah, this show. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's
got the cute boys.
I had fun at some parts, I wonder if it's going to be.
It's got the cute boys. The girl is mature and sexy, which I like. I don't think she'll be in every episode.
A hardworking lady. It turns out she's just kind of planning an event the whole time. It's it looks like she's there the whole day, but she's just food, tables. Yeah, it's what have you been doing?
It's stressful. That's a hard job because you got some fucking real bridezillas, man. Not that in this.
I mean, it's not a wedding though. It's
planner, I know, but people, you're still planning an entire day for people. What you can't have a period in the day where they're bored.
I guess it depends. Was it supposed to be a whole day? I thought it was. I don't know. I wasn't really.
It's an event, you're in allotted a period of time where people must be entertained. It's your job, so that's hard.
Is it for work though? Was it for like work as a corporate thing? See, if there's food, I'm not gonna complain. Make sure there's always food.
Yeah, if they got tacos.
Oh yeah, taco bar. Forget about it.
Oh, some brisket. Fuck
brisket. I mean, I guess yeah. Brisket get cold pretty fast, I feel like.
My work events have all been barbecue and also Tex-Mex because obviously, but they just pick like the best fucking places around. It's so good.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh man. Anyways, yeah, this is. I don't know. I kind of find myself enjoying it. I like the boys. I don't know.
It's they're just moe boys. It's fine.
I like the latte guy. He flexes whenever he talks about his lattes. He's really proud of
Makes
him.
Makes a shitty bunny in the latte.
So good. That's cute. That's endearing. Damn it.
I wonder if this is going to be that girl.
I like the hard.
I guess there's probably going to be
the
more
hard-working, obsessive chef. I like just because he's a little bit feisty,
Yeah.
And he wants to improve himself. You gotta respect that.
I feel you.
It ain't bad.
It's not bad. You're right.
Anything? Is that it? Is that everything we watched?
That is everything we watched.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So a couple of not bads this time. It's a step up.
I'm telling you, episode 2 had a bunch of good stuff. We've already, it's not that bad of a season.
Yeah, I'm very wary of seasons. I'm quick to dismiss them, but yeah.
It's only because it's a long road, everyone.
The beginning of this season was really distressing. I was very concerned. The first episode was really.
But you were never bored. So that's that's what's important.
Anyways, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, neither do I.
Power hour for the next one?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, you fucking idiot.
Just get some Japanese beer, but we won't even be tipsy.
Or just not. You're not in college anymore. Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's 7 beers in an hour.
Dude, Declan, we're in the prime of our youth. We should be doing impulsive things like doing a power hour while waiting for a train to pass by.
Wait for a train? You want to wait for a train for an hour?
Dude, I got long trains. I've seen some long trains, man.
I guess that makes sense.
If you get to the Midwest, I've experienced 15-minute train delays.
Jeez.
Because, it costs a lot to move a train from place to place, so they're going to get as much shit on there as possible. So they just tack carts onto that bitch.
Yeah, I feel like in my youth I saw a lot of crazy long trains, and I don't anymore. But I don't know.
Yeah. Can you believe we still ship things by a boat? That's crazy. There's so much shit that's done via boats.
Oh, like overseas?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
Things will just be on the ocean for 30 days at a time.
It doesn't take that long. Well, I don't think it takes that long to go, like, from California to, China or Japan. I wonder how long that takes.
Well, my eBay shipments from China take that long, so I don't know. But anyways, man, Shane Carruth, he made Primer. He was gonna make a movie about. I think he still might be making a movie about modern. It's called The Modern Ocean, and it's about like shipping channels and like just how shipping works in modern days and specifically like overseas shipments, and there was going to be a drama built around that, and that sounded so fucking cool. That's a really unique idea for a movie. He
has a lot of unique ideas, that fella.
Sure does. Sure does. If it was going to have a budget too, man, it had actors attached to it. Where'd it go, Shane?
I'm looking at about 10 days across the Pacific by boat.
That'd be a really cheap way to get to Japan. We should ship ourselves to
like
Japan.
less than $1,000. But yeah, if you want to spend 20 days on a boat for less of a vacation.
Well, you got to go for at least 2 weeks at that point.
Well, yeah,
to make the most of it.
To make most of the trip not on a goddamn boat And you're gonna be dizzy
I'm
and
saying,
tipsy, or just dizzy the entire time, lightheaded.
I thought you were gonna say tipsy the entire time. Like that's what I was planning to be in Japan. I don't know
wish you won't be able to drink anything. You're gonna be fucking puking your guts out the entire time you're in Japan because you won't be able to get your land legs back.
I'm not no fucking landlubber. I got fucking sea legs like a motherfucker.
I don't know if you just have them all the time. All right, I don't know. Watch Sora Yori no Motoi Basho. That's about. They got a lot of boat stuff on that. That show's great.
Yeah, that'll do it. We got China coming through for once.
Go China number one.
Everything's looking up, man.
Everything's coming up China.
Yeah. Oh well, that's been the past decade, right?
Oh, we're so fucked. Start taking your Mandarin lessons, kids.
What is this? 2003?
Oh, is it already too late?